I think like another small but valid point is a lot of people don't realize that interest rates are typically higher for condos than they are for single family. You know, I've heard a lot of buyers say that they'll just look at whatever they see online, you know, which we all should know that whatever you see online does not mean that that's your rate specifically.
Right.
There's a lot of things you could go into there, but for condos specifically.
That's for another podcast for sure. But no, that's a good point. Yeah, rates are typically call it about a quarter point higher unless you're coming in with a pretty sizable down payment.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is on conventional financing.
Yeah.
So your rate's already a little bit higher, and I mean you definitely don't want to get stuck, right? So it's also really important to be working with a realtor that's going to be doing all of this research for you as well up front. Yeah. So that you're not going into this is such a great condo and let's make an offer immediately knowing nothing about it, right? Yeah,
you don't want to get your heart set on something or get yourself too far along and then run into this. I know that I've also been seeing as more news is unfolding about potential special assessments or special assessments that are just starting to kick in. You know, it's, again, like you said, it can make it unsellable if it doesn't take all the financing options. But number two, it could mean that the seller is going to have to negotiate a little bit with the buyer because a buyer is not going to. They made their offer based off of, okay, HOA dues are this is the value, but not factoring in, but there's this astronomical assessment coming down the pipeline that I'm now going to be responsible for after I just put all of my life savings into this property.
Right.